Hi students, welcome back to lecture class number 6. In the module 4, chapter 2, joining process. There is the topic is welding we are discussing. This is the last lecture class in the welding chapter 2. In this lecture class, we are going to discuss about the gas welding process, oxy-acetylene welding, flames in gas welding. What are the three different types of flames we are getting in the gas welding, and comparison between welding, soldering, brazing. This is a very important question. Give the comparison, even they may ask for 8 marks also. So this is a gas welding process. So in gas welding, we have to use oxygen and acetylene gases or oxygen and hydrogen gases. You can use oxygen acetylene. If you use oxy-acetylene welding process, if you use oxy-hydrogen welding process, a person with all safety precautions is there. He has used the goggles, gloves. Okay, then he has used the light also. He is holding the torch for welding. Next, oxy-acetylene welding is the principal working equipment application, advantages, disadvantages. So here we require 2 cylinders and pressure regulators are required. So one is the oxygen cylinders, the other is the acetylene cylinder. So these connect with the hose pipes. 2 hose pipes are there, hoses are there. I see pressure regulator, you have to check the pressure, how much pressure is there inside that. For that, the pressure regulators are fixed here on the cylinders, and you have to connect these cylinders to the welding torch here. So the welding torch, so you have the 2 knobs are there. You can control the amount of the supply of 2 gases here. So you have to mix the 2 gases, oxygen and acetylene. We are discussing on oxygen and acetylene. So we have to mix the 2 gases, oxygen and acetylene, in this welding torch. After mixing, the mixed gas will come out here. This mixed gas, you cannot see that gas. You have to ignite that. You are using a lighter. You have to ignite. How you are igniting the gas, the gas stove using in your kitchen with a lighter, with the help of lighter. The same way you have to ignite the gas. You will get a flame. So once you get the flame, that flame is used to weld the metal. So flame is used to heat the metal and weld the metal, to join the 2 metal. So gas welding is a welding process wherein 2 metals are joined. The metals are joined, or coalescence, we can say the word also, coalescence, or metals are joined by the help of oxygen and acetylene gas. So with the help of flame, the help of a gas flame. So in this, oxygen cylinder is a black color, and fuel gas is acetylene cylinder is a acetylene fuel gas cylinder. Oxygen cylinder is a black in color. Okay, and this is a acetylene cylinder, acetylene. So once you just mix it, you will get a flame. You will get a flame. So this is a diagram for drawing in examinations or in your notes. Oxygen cylinder is there, acetylene cylinder is there, pressure regulators are there, 2 pipes are connected to this. A person is holding this torch, he is mixing in this welding chamber. Both are getting mixed, oxygen and acetylene. You have to ignite the gas. You will be and you have to use filler rod sometimes, or sometimes filler rod is also not used. Filler rod sometimes is used based upon the requirement. And flame, this will melt the filler rod, and this also melt the workpiece, and both will be after solidification, both will get a joint, strong joint you are going to get. So here the flames, we are getting a flames. 3 different flames are there: neutral flame, oxidizing flame, reducing flame. So neutral flame means what? What is a neutral flame? So neutral flame means the percentage, how you are mixing the oxygen and acetylene, how we are mixing. So 1% of oxygen, 1% of acetylene, if you mix in this mixing chamber, you will get a neutral flame. That's all. You will get a neutral flame. So neutral flame is characterized by 1% of, or 1% of one part of oxygen, 1 part of acetylene. If you mix, you are getting a neutral flame. Equal, you can say equal proportion, equal quantities of oxygen and acetylene will get the neutral flame. So equal acetylene and oxygen get low carbon steels, mild steels. For that we are using, in order to weld the low carbon steel and mild steel workpieces, you have to use the neutral flame. Next, oxidizing flame means oxygen percentage is more, acetylene percentage is only 1. Oxygen percentage is 1.5 percentage, that is oxidizing, and 1 percentage is acetylene. This is secondary combustion, the envelope, you can say secondary combustion envelope, and this particular oxidizing flame can be used for welding the brasses, bronzes, copper. Okay, so oxidizing flame is characterized by the use of excess of oxygen, 1.5 percentage of oxygen and 1 percentage of acetylene. Then we are getting the oxidizing flame. This flame can be used for welding the brasses, bronzes, copper, etc. That is the oxidizing flame. Next, reducing flame or carburizing flame means what? It is also characterized by the use of excess of what? Acetylene, excess of acetylene. See here, oxygen is 0.9 and acetylene is 1. So acetylene is now more amount of acetylene you are using than the oxygen, more amount of acetylene you are using than the oxygen. So 0.9 is the oxygen and 1 percentage is the acetylene. So that is this particular flame is used to in order to weld the alloy steels, aluminum alloys. So characterized by the inner cone. You see inner cone is there here. Inner cone should not touch the workpiece. When the inner cone touches the workpiece damage because the high temperature. So also acetylene feather is there. Next I will show you. So here you can see so oxidizing flame, so neutral flame, carburizing flame. So you will get temperature around 3502 degrees Celsius. The inner cone temperature is 3500 degrees Celsius. So it is the middle zone. So this is the middle zone, and this inner cone is a bluish white. This is a carburizing flame. So this is outer zone, acetylene feather also you can see here. So the neutral flame, so bluish orange. Inner cone is blue color. Inner cone is blue color in the neutral flame. How we have to identify this? These are the ways. So neutral flame, inner cone is blue. Okay. So in carburizing flame, inner cone is bluish white. And in oxidizing flame, inner cone is purple color. So, okay, in that way, by seeing the colors of a flame, so you have to identify the flames. Next flame, same figure. So acetylene feather, I show acetylene feather. Okay, so this is neutral flame, carburizing. So acetylene feather is more, size of the acetylene is more here. So here acetylene feather size is less here. Okay, so because it is acetylene carburizing flame. So carburizing flame is more amount of oxygen, more amount of acetylene you are getting. There is a envelope, the flame, the acetylene feather is size is more here. So this is the heat envelope. Say heat envelope, light orange color, bluish orange color, nearly colorless. Oxidizing flame will be nearly colorless. So neutral flame nearly colorless. Carburizing flame is white in color and is bluish to orange color. So that's how the flames we have to understand here. So neutral flame is having a temperature of around 3260 degrees Celsius. Oxidizing flame, it is like around 3500 degrees Celsius. Then reducing flame temperature is around 3066 degrees Celsius. So I will repeat again. So neutral flame is having a temperature of 3260 degrees Celsius. Oxidizing flame temperature is around 3500 degrees Celsius. Reducing flame temperature is around 3066 degrees Celsius. Okay, and use it for nickel copper alloys also you can use this reducing flame. Next, comparison between welding, brazing, soldering. So welding, base metal is fused here, it is melted. Brazing, base metal does not fused. Base metal does not fuse. Fuse means melting. It will not melt in both the cases. High temperature and high power is required. A low temperature, low power is required. Low temperature, low power is required. Next, high distortion, low distortion, no distortion. So high distortion, why high distortion? Because of high temperature. So high distortion. Here low distortion is there because some temperature is there here. That is why some distortion will be there. Distortion means what? Mechanically, as a grain structure, microstructure, grain boundaries will disturb. So no distortion because temperature is very less here, less than 450 degrees Celsius. So distortion is very, very less. Next, high stresses in joints. So thermal stresses are more here because of high temperature, and low stresses is there because low temperature, low stresses are there. Here also low stresses in the joints. Microstructure, the base metal changes definitely because of the high temperature. Base metal microstructure no need change, and base metal microstructure no need to change. So dissimilar metals difficult to join here. Dissimilar metals. Now, dissimilar metals easily you can join. So dissimilar metals easily again you can join soldering. So thin sheet difficult to weld because thin sheets, if you take a thin sheets, it will melt it. Okay, 1 mm, 2 mm sheets you cannot melt. Then thin sheets can be joined here. Thin sheets can be joined here. High strength joints, but you see permanent joint. Welding is a permanent joint, so high strength joints you will get, but joint strength is less here. Again, joint strength also it is less. So tensile strength is more than 200 megapascal here. Tensile strength is 100 to 150 megapascal, and tensile strength is only 75 megapascal. That is why I told you can break with the help of your hands. You can break with the help of hands. You can do it, breaking. So these are all about the comparison between welding, brazing, soldering. So this completes the welding, gas welding. So thank you for watching the video. So prepare well for examinations. Welding chapter is completed. Soldering, brazing, welding chapter 2 is completed. This joining process chapter name is joining process. Thank you. Again, next will be the belt drives, okay, rope drives. Thank you.